console. All controller, you don't need no MNK. Use one of the hardest guns to use too. Just give me a second. This is my settings for zero recoil. It's gonna be hard to use, but make y'all look snappy. It's gonna be snappy and accurate, and won't feel like that guy. Yeah. You want to come into training grounds and shit, and practice angles and your crosshair placement, cause this sense gonna give you the most potential on your controller. You just gotta get used to it. The longer you use it, better you gonna get at it. You don't need a crouch spam. You don't need to do none of that. Just get snappy. It's all about the slight movements. Like, this is why I got my dead zones on, what you call it, 4 and 1. Got the left stick on 4 because, like, 1 is low-key too crazy on the left stick because it makes me move too much and I can't hold tight angles for real without slightly moving to the right or left. But it's just enough so I get to that tight angle without doing too much. And the right stick, you know, you gotta be able to make slight adjustments. What you call a high-speed gunfight, so it's good. Whatever. And you can start controlling the recoil as soon as like you aim down sights and everything. And I added a little bit to the advanced settings because 15 is low-key a little too slow, but for some reason when you have 15 vertical, it's so easy to like change your head height position. It's not too crazy. Like, you would need a high sense for horizontal because you would want to get back to this side. See how I'm able to go back from this side to that side easily as fast because you don't know where the enemy could be at. When you walk into a room, you're clearing out the room. You can start from right here, and then let's say you go in, but somehow someone's right here. Go here, and then you snap back right there. You want to be able to snap back, but you don't need to really have a high horizontal because like they're only so tall. So you want to make sure that when you like flick to head height, it's like, let's say you go right here, flick, and then you go down. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much when you're going down, and it makes the recoil control easier too for some reason. Makes recoil control way easier. You don't miss that many shots. Always going after headshots with zero recoil. It's easier to challenge gunfights on tight angles, but like this gun's weird though. It jumps to the left, so if I had a different gun, I could show you, but and this is why I got the what you call it, 4 on left stick, cause look at this. I'm in, out, in, out, in, out. Like, and it's really tight too. It's not hard to get into this angle. Like, let's say if I go into this angle and I want to make it a little wider, slightly, or I want to make it tighter, I gotta do the most. And think about a gunfight, you want to make sure you get to the head first. Crouch spamming is gonna do anything. Like, it's just gonna make your aim. It's gonna make you harder to aim. Like, you would try not to crouch spam and win the gunfight in the first half a second or first second. If you can't do that, then I see why you have to crouch spam. But if your aim's not good enough to win in the first second, then I don't think you're really gonna win in high rank lobbies. In low rank lobbies, it works, but high rank lobbies, everybody has literally good aim. So to fix that problem, if you're losing a lot of gunfights in high rank lobbies, you feel like you can't compete, but you're always performing in platinum lobbies and emerald, probably why. They can't really hit you when you're crouching. Crouching don't really help for real. Crouching don't really help for real. Like, it helps when you just get into the gunfight. Or like you're starting off the gunfight. That's when you should really crouch. Or like, let's say you get into the gunfight, you shoot them, then you crouch between the gunfight. If you have to like get into the gunfight and crouch up and down and stuff, it's not really gonna help you. Because the more you crouch, the harder it is to aim. And you want to get rid of them right away. You don't want to have to go through all that hassle. Because you can sell games by letting them live for too long. That's why you gotta fix your head height positioning. That's the thing I like about this too, because it's harder to like unadjust your crosshair placement from the head height, because it's so low. Like, I'm going all the way up and down, it's still barely going up and down. Let's say you come over here, like, if you just set it, it's gonna stay there. Like, you know your crosshair placement, you said it's just gonna stay there, so you don't really gotta do the most. You just gotta worry about flicking, clearing out the room, getting to the opponent. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Like, how are you gonna beat that? Yeah, that's all I got for y'all boys today. If this helps you get champ, let me know.